Alright, so kule video le sobheka counting principles yama-codes. Alright, so sifuna ukubheka ukuthi if we were to create ama-codes or ama-pin number or ama-password, how many possible ways can we produce those codes? So for example, let's say besifuna ukugenerate a pin number, right? And the pin number le inama digits ayi-4 digits, right? So sifuna ukubona ukuthi how many pin numbers can we have if sisebenzisa or if the generator a pin number in a 4 digits, right? So sifuna ukubheka lokho ukuthi using these counting principles or permutations, how many pin numbers can we get? Yeah. So first of all, let's check ukuthi ayingakho ama digits lawo esinawo. So ama digits esinawo ay 10. We have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So ama digits aqala ku-0 agcine not 10, agcine ku-9. Right, aqala ku-0 agcine ku-9. So in total ay-10, right? So nangabe sifuna ukuphendula le question yethu le, sithi sifuna ukwakha i-pin number ena 4 digits and singenza ama-pin number ingaki. Alright, so we have to generate 4-digit pin number. So there must be conditions. Condition number 1, are we repeating digits? Are we repeating the digits? If you can repeat the digits, it means for example ungaba no 1122 means lo 1 uphindeka kayi-2 nalo 2 uphindeka kayi-2, right? But if we are not repeating the digits, then it means if uthathe u2 awukwazi uphinde umsebenzise futhi as u2, so pin number ethi 22 something angeke zibe khona because you are not allowed to repeat. So for the first question, are we repeating digits? Let's say yes, we are repeating digits, right? And layers 2, are we repeating digits? And then question is 2, let's say no, and then it's pendulum questions that way too. So for the first question, if the repeater lama digits, so for the spaces I4 kanje, because it's for generator a pin number in 4 digits, right? And then basically check like kaleni ukuthi kule number yokuqala or kule digit yokuqala, how many options do we have? And if we are repeating actually, so you can use a digit twice. So how many options do you have? You have 7, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up until 9. So you have 10 options for the first digit, right? So let's say for the first digit, for example, uthathe u2, but u2 lo uyakhona ukumphinda, right? So for the second digit, how many options do you have? You still have 10. You still have 10 digits. And for the third one, still uyakhona repeat. So you still have 10, and the last one you still have 10. So if you are able to repeat a digit, then it means you can generate 10 times 10 times 10 codes, right? All right, this was for number 1 if we are repeating. But what about if we are not repeating? Specs for the space I4, because we're generating a 4-digit pin code, right? For the first option, how many options do you have? Yeah, for the first digit, how many options do you have? You have 10 options, right? 0 to 9, because our gas was 7A1, so you have 10 options. So if we are not allowed to repeat, now uthathe A1, for example, now uthathe U4, awusakwazi ukumphinda. So if uthathe U4, how many options do you have now? So una 9 options, right? Because U4 awusakwazi manje ukumphinda. So you have 9 options. So uthathe AS2, let's say uthathe 2, the pin code yakho ithi 42, right? So how many options do you have now? You have 8 options. Same thing applies now for the third one. You cannot repeat now, so it means you have 7 options, and the number of pin codes that you can generate is 10 times 9 times 8 times 7. So last yakhona ukubona ukuthi if sifuna ukugenerate a pin code ena 4 digits and siyakwazi ukurepeat, then izoba 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, and I think vele lama pin code azoba more than if bekungamelanga sirepeat la, right? So another example, so let's say sifuna ukugenerate a pin code, and the pin code le in a, or let's say password, let's say it's a password, 3 letters and 3 digits, and you cannot repeat, so no repeating a letter or a digit. So now there is no repeating, right? All right, so the answer to this is we have 3 letters and we also have 3 digits kule password yakho. So 1, 2, 3 letters. So let's check if you are not allowed to repeat. How many options do you have? How many options do you have, like Kalen? Because it's letters, right? So it's number alphabets, in the alphabet number letters I26, right? So it means if there's no repeating, for the first one you have 26 options, right? So let's say uthathe uT, so uT awusakwazi ukumphinda ngapha kule option is 2, so it means now you have 25 letters to choose from. And then if you already so choose a 2, then you have 24 options now. So ilama letters, right? So let's check manje sesimove siya kuma digits sakhe password, and there's no repeating, sesiya ngale kuma digits. So nasiya ngale kuma digits for the first option, or for the first digits, nama option ayingakhi, so nama option I10, because ayikho digit esike sayisebenzisa, right? And next, if awukwazi ukurepeat a digit uyithathile la, then it means you have 9 options, you have 8 options, and this means that the number of passwords that you can generate was about 26 times 25 times 24 times 10 times 9 times 8, right? Then she calculated to the answer. But then what if we were allowed to repeat? What if we were allowed to repeat letters and we could also repeat these digits, right? So now if repeating is allowed, then we'd have 1, 2, 3 for letters, and 1, 2, 3 for the digits. If repetition is allowed, then it means we have 26 options here. We have 26 options. We have 26 options because you can repeat letters times, and then would have 10. You can repeat the digit 10. You can repeat the digit 10. Then you multiply everything out. The number of passwords that you can generate that has 3 letters and 3 digits if repetition is allowed, right? So it's all about how many digits can we how many passwords can we generate, or how many pin codes can we generate, right? All right, so another example, let's say you have 5 digits, which is 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, right? You're given 5 digits, and with these 5 digits you are asked to generate a pin code with 3 digits. Pin code with 3 digits. So question number 1, repetition or repeating is allowed, right? Repetition is allowed. And for the second question, repetition is not allowed, right? So for the first one, you want to generate pin code with 3 digits, and the digits now we are choosing from 3, 4, 5, and 6, right? So for the first option, how many options do you have? For the first digit, how many options do you have? You have 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So you have 5 options in total. If repetition is allowed for the second option, or for the second entry, you have 5. Third one, you have 5, right? Then you get your answer. And then number 2, if repetition is not allowed, then for the first option you have 5, and for the next option you have 4, because you cannot repeat what you chose in the first entry. And then here you have 3. So yeah, this is how we generate passwords and codes using these fundamental counting principles.